All right, so earlier, well, guess what? Zoran Marxist commie Mamdani got a taste of how the majority of Americans feel about the radical socialist communist movement that he's a big part of. Now, Mamdani showed up at an event, at NYPD event on Staten Island, New York. He got booed off the stage, and he was gone in less than a minute. Take a look. See you later. I got to go now. It was nice to see you all. Now, this comes as the DSA and socialist candidates now are running on dismantling the police, defunding them, reimagining them. One New York socialist congressional candidate even called to abolish police and prisons and borders, as does the DSA, in several since-deleted tweets. These are their beliefs at their core, but now they're trying to walk them back. That's called an election year conversion. Now, the socialists running for governor of Wisconsin, for example, Francesca Hong, also called to defund and abolish the police, but now claims to be serious about public safety, just like she loves Thanksgiving. Take a look.
We need to be dismantling the current system. Police officers enforce the law with state-sanctioned violence. We have to dismantle police unions, defund the police.
My views have only become stronger in that I'm serious about public safety, and I will not abolish the police. My views are that people are struggling right now and need basic needs met. And I want to focus on stopping violent crime and giving law enforcement the resources and the training that they need.
Oh, I don't like Thanksgiving. Oh, it's now my favorite holiday. These candidates can flip and flop and flail all they want, but the DSA political platform clearly states they want to, quote, abolish the forces of police in states and prisons and police themselves. And Bernie Sanders claims no serious candidates want to do that. Take a look.
No serious person that I know who is running for office believes in, quote unquote, defunding the police.
Bernie Sanders is right about one thing. These are not serious candidates, and hopefully they will be defeated at the ballot box. I would take this movement very seriously. That's my reaction. And if we don't, then we will get a government that will do all of this. Believe people when they say they'll do it. Here now with reaction, former NYPD Chief of Department John Chell is with us, as well as podcast host Sage Steele. Sage, I don't know. I mean, I could always say people are open-minded, they change their mind. But when you have a stated position for so long and then all of a sudden it becomes controversial during your election cycle, why do I find it not credible?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And let's take note of the fact that when Hong was speaking, she was looking down, almost reading talking points, trying to fix what she said previously. You know, I do have some hope right now, though, Sean, hope for New York City. And that is because of the booing that we saw in that video that was loud and very clear, enough to get him off that stage. My hope and the positive out of that situation is that hopefully people in New York realize that he is doing exactly what he said he wanted to do a couple of years ago. So they're realizing that. And maybe most importantly, they're realizing that socialism does not work, never has in the history of time, and never will. So there is some hope there. And maybe they'll be smart enough now to not bring him back for a second term. But it has to happen quickly, or else they will continue to do exactly what they're doing. And also, we must remember and believe them when they say they're going to do things. So if that means seizing property, if that means potentially defunding or minimizing police forces, if that means raising taxes, if that means canceling Thanksgiving, we must believe them when they say it. Hopefully people are learning the lesson.
All right, John, let's get your take on it. I mean, there for less than a minute, he couldn't handle any criticism?
Well, Staten Island was the worst place he could be. He only got 20% of the vote when he ran for mayor. And let's be perfectly honest and clear here. The DSA is anti-police. It's so insulting to what you said years ago about defund, we don't police, open the jails. And now you change your rhetoric to insult us because you want to get elected. They're anti-police. And at the end of the day, any city in America, if you don't have public safety, you have nothing. And the mayor and the DSA, they don't want the police around. They don't want public safety. They want these programs that don't work. And you could delete all the tweets you want. Well, you are on the record, and your DNA is your DNA, and that's what it is.
You know, we have natural rights. We believe in God-given rights endowed by our Creator, Sage. And I argue that if you want to pursue happiness in life, you need as a prerequisite law and order and safety and security. This has been a message now that we've been hearing for a long time. I believe them when they say it because they keep saying it. And we're going to have 40-plus new DSA candidates on the ballot this midterm. Since 2019, there are 250 of them. This is now a clear and present threat to America as we know it, is how I'd argue this.
Yes, the growth of it, I was looking at those numbers too, Sean, and the growth of it is shocking. And if we don't pay attention to these red flags right now or yesterday, then we're going to be in further trouble and really reaping what we sow with the way that some people are voting. When you have someone like Bernie Sanders, who is wavering, pay attention. When you have someone like James Carville, who is all of a sudden saying, what are we doing? Pay attention. When you have a Bill Maher threatening to vote for a Republican, pay attention. This is serious.
It's but only one elected official. John, you got the last word.
Well, Sage is right. You know, let this play out for right now for the midterms. Let the world and the country see socialism, and Sean, you know this already, socialism does not work. You could dress it up any way you want. It fails. Okay, we need public safety. We need people to vote, and we got to get rid of this cancer of the DSA. Let's get back to the old Democratic Party, the old Republican Party. Let's meet in the middle, and let's have a conversation to make this country greater than what it is, and it's a very great country.
I don't think you can put this genie back in the bottle. I think this is now the new Democratic Party, and it'll be a long time till they go back to normal, if you wanted to call them normal in the past. Anyway, thank you both. John.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.